All right, I got two people watching. What's going on? Hey, let me know if y'all can hear me. But yeah, though. But I call this, the Sunday special. And if I'm not necessarily gaming, well, then of course I'm doing some commentary blogging, sort of like podcasting. But I'm not a podcaster. So, oh, what's going on, Perry Tyler? See you here. But you know what though? For this, I'm gonna take it into a whole nother direction. Now, may not like it. You may like it, or you just may not. But for just these past few days, yeah, I tell you, I've been seeing a whole lot of things right now that's just been, really, really bothering me, and I don't know how or where it actually began, or where it actually just stems from. But what I do want to talk about is, I don't know if anyone caught it, but there is a what you may call a little documentary that's going to be, I don't want to say produced, but somehow coming out, called Leaving Neverland with Michael Jackson. Well, not with Michael Jackson, but just talking about Michael Jackson by his alleged two victims who had already proven that he lied, that they lied about him ever doing anything to them. And now that the man's dead, he's been dead for about what, 2 years? I mean, not 2 years, but 10. Oh my God, I'm just so tongue tied today. What in the world is going on? But yeah, since when do people feel the need to want to dig deeper about something or about someone after they're dead, especially when they're not here to defend themselves? Again, somebody talk to me. Let me know where I'm failing to not understand this. And if not, well, then I'm just gonna go ahead and give you my 2 cents on it. Because right now I'm just seeing nothing more than a bunch of, oh, what's going on, TR 5003? A man, 100 grand. Hey, TR, man, I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. But yeah, though, but to me, and about this so-called documentary or mockumentary, yeah, I just quoted you there. Um, what is it just me, or is it everybody somehow coming to this? Of course, you're gonna have people that's gonna jump on the bandwagon and make it seem as though, oh well, if they're putting it out there, well then it must be true. Of course, you're gonna have those people who, just like everyone else who believes in dogma, propaganda, and vanguard, and sometimes it can even somehow just be for money. But at the end of the day, there is no benefiting other than tearing somebody down after they're dead, and they're no longer here to defend themselves. And that's where I definitely draw the line. This mockumentary is a joke. I can't believe people is falling for it. Exactly. And you know what? And it all stemmed from because I think somebody from her magazine, the Oprah magazine, even wrote saying how she was a fan of Michael Jackson, but but then again, which led to believe that it was where she put out that statement talking about it's time to say goodbye to Michael Jackson one last time. You mean in the sense of sullying the man's name, throwing shade on him, ruining his reputation, and he's not even here to defend himself after you did that interview with him back in 90, in somewhere in the 90s. That man did nothing but welcome you with open arms in his home and ask for nothing in return. And 10 years later, this is how you were paying? When you have people that, again, and the man was found not guilty. And these two already said that they lied. And you feel the need to still interview them just for whatever pseudo fake closure you think that it's going to benefit from. And you know what, TR, you right. And there's already been people, not just her fans, I mean, not just Michael Jackson fans, excuse me, but even T.I. and one person in particular, and I may have to side with her just this once. Just this once. Hey, what's going on, Perry Tyler? Thanks for showing love. Thanks for showing love. Hey, if y'all want to learn, y'all want to learn French, y'all want to learn Spanish, y'all drop that. Hey, y'all go there and show us some love. Check the channel out. And nah, I ain't gonna. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. And we'll probably will soon be Mrs. AMR 2019. Wait, and you know what? That's surprising to me, TR, because actually I was actually gonna say Monique is now defending him. Now I know I've spoken about Monique before, but like I said, I'm only gonna come to her aid this once. This is something we can have a conversation about, but it all depends. Because it is no secret that you know, again, and then don't get me wrong, and like I said, Oprah is gonna have her support system, or her fan base, because, well, just because, yeah. And matter of fact, TR, I was talking to, yeah, and and like I said, I may have to, get side with her just this once, because you never know. This, like I said, this is something we can have a conversation. We can have a conversation about this. And the main reason why she's, somewhat in a sense, because she can somewhat relate to being, to being a victim of molestation. And she's spoken about this before to Oprah, but she never, even though Monique knew that it was her brother, and her brother did this, and all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden, when she decided to go ahead and put her family into it, and I think Monique was supposed to show, but she didn't. Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm all for it. And it just, again, I'm still trying to put my, I'm still trying to figure out, where is all this coming from? Manipulating, doing things for your own personal benefit. And because this is something that I think everybody should somewhat have a little conversation about this, even though the person or your victim or who you happen to victimize, and the person, they grow, not necessarily talk about you even when you're alive, and they won't necessarily do so after you're dead. And to Monique's credit, she's actually said, she did speak to her brother after the Oprah, well, I think 17 years later, even when her brother, again, when her brother, came into the scene and was like, when he did the Oprah show, he was led to believe one thing, and all of a sudden it got turned into a whole different playing field, like the he said, she said, or I thought this, when actually it went this way over here, and it just really goes, oh, so you're all about manipulation. You're nothing more than just trying to tear people down. You're not part of the solutions, you're part of the problem. Exactly, TR, it is. Now, what I do want to say about this is that there are people that have done worse in the world. Worse in the world. When they were alive and when they're dead. And the thing about it is that no documentaries ain't being talked about them. They're not getting the recognition of being tore down, rung through the ringer. But someone who's a living legend in our eyes and has done more for charity, or if they think that just because they only hung out with him one time or another, then that means they know all that person's that they know this person inside and out. And that's bullshit. To me, it just seems that, there's a whole lot of sullying someone's name by painting them in a bad light with disparaging remarks. And I'm not gonna let you do that. Well, you know what, Perry Tyler, and I get that, but right now there is some things that we do need to talk to her or ask questions about. Some of the things that she does. Oh, what's up, Simply D? 1985, and and again, and you know what? I'm still, again, it's like I'm torn between the two. It's like I'm amazed that people are standing up, calling this stuff out, and I believe, and again, and at the same time, people that is actually wanting to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Again, I just don't know. I don't have a clue. I can't put my finger on it, and I think that's the world that we live in, where people can defame you and somehow profit off of it. Hell, let somebody try to. Hell, people can say things or have said things about me in the past. I mean, yeah, you cannot let it bother you, but can it somewhat hurt your feelings? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because it's not like the thing is that I'm not the one to necessarily again, yeah, I could talk about it, but I know. I know one thing though, it's hell. Let somebody try to hell. I could be dead, let's say tomorrow, and people would be trying to slander and sully my name. And you know what? And I'm very happy because my father said this to me a long time ago. He said, you know, you want to lead, you want to necessarily live to tell your story. Because if you live to tell your story and from your words and your words only, sure, people don't necessarily have to agree. Some people can take it however they want, but it's coming from you and not from somebody else. Because if you leave it for other people to tell it, then they can make stuff up as they go along. They can believe whatever they want just because they're telling it and they don't necessarily have any confirmation that this stuff even went down. And I'm not going to let them do that either. And what's so stupid about this Michael Jackson situation is why bring this up now? Exactly. The man, yeah, 10 years. 10 years. And you know what? There are people in the world that have done way worse. Way worse. And yet, no documentaries ain't being brought up in their names. They're not talking about what what they did, even though we know what they did was wrong, but yet they want to kick a dead man while he's down. And yeah, that MJ estate does win the lawsuit. And like they say, money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. And and simply TR, wasn't I talking about, you know, and I'm not gonna necessarily make it too much longer about Monique, but wasn't I talking about Monique before? And how I said, you know, how she needed to chill, but she somehow decided to come and have a conversation that you know we can discuss. Now, I don't believe Michael Jackson sexually abused those boys because Michael Jackson was too much of a kid himself. But then again, I could be wrong. Well, you know what the thing is that this is how I feel, and me, and maybe I can relate in the sense of me having a big heart, and I do. I have a big heart. I'm very caring. I have compassion. Now I am going to touch on where there was something that R. Kelly said when he was doing an interview with Gayle King, and there was a comment that he made, and and I'm not talking about the whole interview, but just that one particular comment that he made in the sense of, you know what, I do need help. I need help because of me having a big heart. And because I have a big heart, I allow people to somewhat manipulate me and put me in situations to where they want to tarnish me or take me in a bad light, and I always be forgiven. Not once did they, not once they gone after Weinstein, uh, Charlie Sheen, Woody Allen, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah, nah, MJ didn't molest those kids. The FBI investigated and exactly. So why continue to kick that can down a down a yellow brick road, and you're not even close to finding the Wizard of Oz. But if we were to look at the back of that so-called extension on the back of someone's neck, you would find the Wizard of Oz. because you don't have a heart, you don't have a brain, and you absolutely have no fucking courage. Oh yeah, I see you, Perry. Yeah, but go ahead and give this a thumbs up. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. So y'all go, again, check each other's channels out, show love. Hell, bring, Sunday dinner, bring barbecue, your mashed potato. Matter of fact, I should have been the one to say, get the barbecue grills ready, get the mashed potatoes and gravy going, get that corn on the cob, get your popcorn. Because instead of it being just a Sunday special, it's gonna be a Sunday special shoot where pro wrestlers what they when they do shoot interviews, and it's basically like it's coming from their visions or point of views, and it's not going to be any filtering. It's not going to be no sweet guesses or sweet dreams. Nothing fantasy about Candyland, and the damn sure ain't sweet as Tropicalicious or Tropicalicious or Bubblicious bubblegum. I wonder if my future baby mama Kimmy would show up. But then again, she should be resting. Hey, well, she did say that she would drop by, but not sure. But yeah, though. But hey, but Perry, but what you got to say about this though? Because I'm still because you know what I'm not bet it is all because to play on people's emotions because they know it's gonna create some type of anxiety reactions amongst people to have the media to take stories, twist it, and bend the narrative and sensationalize, these stories because it's within their best interests. Well, I started my channel way back in the earlier stages of YouTube. And when I mean the earlier stages, where you didn't have to worry about so many restrictions, and at that time, I didn't necessarily know how to make a video. Necessarily didn't have the equipment, and YouTube has definitely changed a lot of its policies and and taken away a lot of videos over the years. Like it would be damn near impossible to find them in this day and age. Now, Kimmy, that's one person I wouldn't mind sharing my bed with. Hey TR, don't let TR5. I mean, not don't let Silent J hear you say that though, because he taking over the top. Oh, hold up. But yeah, though, but I'm just still, really baffled and just dumbfounded at the lengths that people are willing to go through just to say, oh, well, we're going to somehow bury your so called favorite legend. And he's no longer here in this world. For what? Like I said, for what? Self interest. You don't care about anybody but yourself. And regarding Gail King, again, you know what? And I want people to answer this question if you can. Those interviews that she did, what do they have in common? What you planning? What you planning for tomorrow? Uh, well, I think I may still have to do some more moving boxes. Packing boxes and moving them to the next house. And oh, and just so y'all know, I'm definitely moving back to the original house. Like that's about 2-3 hours away from where I'm living now. We're definitely moving back there. So when you think about it, I think that's again that's very blessful for me. Even though I ain't been there for like what 13 years. Yes, yes. But you know it though. But and also to answer your question, Perry, I'm thinking about again one of these days wanting to do not just PS4 streaming, but then again I do have a lot of games for the PS3 that I also want to showcase. And all I just need is just a capture card. But I will have some new release games coming out very soon. Oh yeah. Oh, it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming. But though, but let me ask y'all this question though. Do y'all think that we're definitely living in a world now where anxiety is at an all-time high, and we're somehow are being taught or being programmed or conditioned not to be in our feelings? Now, I mean, it's one thing. It's like, of course, we're going to have haters. We're going to have people that are negative, of course. And people can either let the haters make them great, or they could just let it just fester up and build up, and you necessarily can't grow as a human being. Like we're just programmed to just somehow just be cyborgs. And the main reason why I say that because number one, not saying that people don't like being criticized, depending on where your angle is and where you're coming from with it, to where it's not seen as, well, Look, I'm really trying to help, and I'm not trying to put you down or make it seem as though it's meant to be put down. But I do care, and I want to help. But and that's what, and again, and when you have people when they do somehow critique and they know nothing about what that other person does, they haven't even experienced it. It's somehow brought up that that person can't handle the pressure. We live in a society where people are weak-minded and gullible. They believe anything. This is why people need to learn to think for themselves and use logic and common sense. Yeah, all that seemed to be thrown out of the window. It's all gone away, and just somehow like logic and common sense. It's no longer in the dictionary, nor is it in the thesaurus. And I'm not here, again, to sound like, oh, I'm somewhat of a pastor, like I'm just preaching to you, like I'm in church or something. Nah, I'm just, again, just want to at least bring y'all some enlightenment or edifying stuff to make it seem as though either you know what you're talking about or you don't. And certain things like this can be very difficult, especially when you don't know what you're talking about. So that's why it's just like, you know what, I'm not gonna necessarily, again, try to take something and take something that we care about and just let it be tarnished or thrown away over something that they themselves don't know, to where they don't think for themselves and they are very gullible and weak-minded, as TR 5000 put it. And that's what makes a weak society, and make people weak. At, at least a lot of people are calling Oprah out. Also, the ratings for Leaving Neverland was a flop. Oh yeah, as well it should be. It should have been. And again, just like there are people that's gonna be like, "Oh well, why are you even giving that much attention?" Well, you know what? Damn it, I'm not talking to you. You can do it live. You can do it live too. Don't tell me how to do mine. Shoot, I could do it live butt naked right now, even though y'all never will, even though y'all never see it. But what does it got to do with you? Yeah, get all naked on, yeah, be all ass naked right now in front of you. But you know what? Not like I said, not saying that I would do it, but I'm just saying It's none of your damn business. Should I want to drink 3 cans of beer like I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin and say, "Oh hell yeah"? Hey, TR, you already know that's for the ladies. You know that's for the ladies. Now watch how people gonna take that, TR, and you already know. You already know. And Simply Deep, if you still there, you already know that there are things that I've said in the past. People immediately took it completely out of context and inverted the meaning. They're gonna probably gonna take that particular comment alone and try to flip it to turn the tables. Because that's what they do, because they don't like me. And you know what? And the main reason why is because it's jealousy. Because because again, I've already displayed skills on here that they themselves can't even do. Not just gaming, but I've also displayed vocals, how I can sing, how I can rhyme a little bit. I can be funny. Hey, what's up, sassy cat? How you been? Yep, they will. They mess with you because right. And you know what? And don't get me wrong. Now I love, again, I like coming on here, doing shows whenever I do have the downtime. And this is what people just seem to have these days, and nothing more, nothing less. And you know what? I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. And I'm gonna tell you what I'm disappointed about. And this has nothing to do with the particular subject that I just touched on. Like when I came back, I was gonna do like a little vocal medley concert for y'all, and no one didn't even show up for that. I'm not bad. Like I said, I'm not mad, but I am disappointed. And it just had me just thinking, like, okay, I guess y'all didn't want to get y'all didn't want to have y'all entertainment on. Hey, but anybody want to hop on the panel and talk? Oh yes, hey, y'all show that love. Show that love. Yeah, hey, Sassy, you already know you love them classics. You love them classics. And by the way, and I don't know if I did this one yet, but I know you. But I know you know this one very well. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and warm this up right now. But again, anybody want to hop on the panel, or y'all just want me to go ahead and just continue? Whatever you want. My darling, I can't get enough of your love, babe. Said I don't know why. Hey, what up, T.A. Casper? Hey, y'all check my man T.A. Casper out. He also does gaming as well. I'm doing good. Matter of fact, the sun was out earlier today, and I'm just soaking it all in, soaking it all up. Oh, no problem. And and also, and I normally, and again, I myself normally don't do this, but I just find myself just, again, taking tablets and just writing stuff down on the list. And then all of a sudden, it just gets to the point where I just scratch what I originally had on this list. And then I would just have to keep doing it and redoing it because I'm not necessarily too sure. It's like I always kind of go back. And mainly, and majority of this stuff happens to do with certain games or just anything material. One minute I'm thinking, well, okay, maybe I want to just try out, let's say, Mortal Kombat, even the new Mortal Kombat that's coming out. But then it's like, I'd rather have something else. Like I'm never really too sure of things. And even the things that I am so sure about, it's like I gotta wait a few months later. Okay, I really didn't want to do this, but now, oh yeah, she's definitely, still in the recoup mode. Then she said she's supposed to be streaming a little later on. Hey, but nah though, but I do want to talk about, and this is what I've been hearing through the grapevine of a certain person in a certain sector, and y'all know who this person is, and it turns out that he thought that he could somehow become an entrepreneur. entrepreneur of putting together certain shirts. And again, I'm not the one to knock on nobody's hustle, but I am going to critique the quality. I am going to critique the so-called product. And if you believe that you're gonna get more money than the product that you put out, you must be crazy. And this, you definitely want to get your popcorn ready. I'm working on a get well portrait for her. Oh, I think she'll truly like that. All right, what's up, Kimmy? Thank you for stopping by. No, again, are you still gonna be streaming soon? Yeah, though. Hey, Sassy, whatever's in that glass, can I have some? All right, cool, cool. Yeah, though. Make sure y'all, again, give this a thumbs up. Again, show some love. Hey, TA, man, you still on that? The Last of Us. Oh, you didn't know. Oh, you didn't got it. No, you didn't started something now, sassy cat. That red wine. Red wine. Go ahead, get acquainted. Introduce yourselves. Got a new addition to the channel. Hey, Harry Tyler here. Hey, y'all show her some love. But let me go ahead and address this shirt man. Y'all, did y'all see those designs? Did you see his face? Did you see the production, the production and how he had it structured out on what he gonna have on each of his shirts? And they range from what is it, extra small to extra large, and he expect to get 20 to $30 a pop for these. Okay, Sassy Cat. I think you know who this person is, and I'm not gonna necessarily say his name, but I'm gonna throw a hint. That dude. When I saw those shirts, and it's the designs and the graphics of it. It was just laughable to me, very comical to me as well, because this stuff ain't gonna be sold in no top notch stores. They probably might do well. Nah, I can't say the swap meets, but they'll probably yeah they will probably will belong in the 99-cent store more than what you put out. Who do say that? Sassy, you're not playing with me, are not playing with me, are you? I just want to know. Like I said, I'm not putting again. I don't knock anybody's hustle. Okay, all right, Lamar, Lamar. Lamar. Now, yeah. Hey, what's up, Ham City? Now, let me get on to really what I really want to say about them shirts. He would have just been better off just taking a picture of that brown tooth, going to dropping by his local dentist offices, putting that on display. He definitely would have got a guaranteed fortune. Because let's be real, dentists, they're supposed to take care of your teeth. But since he failed to take care of his teeth, or just that one brown tooth, he could have set that up as his picture on those shirts that he was saying and gave it to his dentist, and then all of a sudden talked about, well, this is what happened when you don't go to the dentist as often as you should. man, I man, I can't hate. You can't do it, Sassy. No, I'm critiquing. I'm critiquing. should Buck 50 should be a poster boy for Yuck Mouth. Oh, hell, he just a splitting image of Yuck Mouth. I mean, but nah though, but seriously though, and like I said, I'm not trying to knock nobody's hustle, but damn, you the last person that I ever expect to buy a shirt from, even with your image on it. I mean, but nah though, but would you wear? But then again, though, would everybody wear a T-shirt with somebody who they don't like, and just think of having a disgusted look on their face, and you just want to put a toothbrush next to their lips, and if you could just somehow open they lips or they mouth through the grace of God, you would just start to brush them. I am gonna have to let me look at this. I probably might end up playing this a little later. Hmm. Yeah, that Germ-X was definitely running away from that toothbrush. I'm a public and no though, but check that one out where it said I'm a public figure. And on the back, what a rail. Oh, hey man, I'm having too much fun right now. I'm sorry. If y'all don't know how to laugh at certain things, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, what's up? It's Dark Shadow. What's going on? Oh, go ahead and play the video. Hey, y'all go show it's Dark Shadow some love. Let me let me see something real quick. Hopefully I didn't mess up. Okay, I got it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you don't take care of your teeth. But before I do that, let me go ahead and hopefully I don't get no hopefully I don't get no strikes. Oh, uh, oh, oh, I can't, I can't. I know I'm horrible. I'm horrible. I know I'm horrible. Hey kids, remember, good teeth, yeah, good teeth will always lead up to very good things. Oh, thank you, Perry. Love the connection. Nah, that's a nah, that's his very first home video. God damn it, I'm already starting to itch right now. Even just damn, I may have to wait here till after this live is over. I'm gonna go hop in the shower after I finish eating though, and brush my teeth non-stop. I'm out. I'm going to watch the, the TWD. Peace, everybody. Catch you later. Oh, you know, thanks for stopping by, Sassy Cat. Do I know Monkey Mills was a superhero sidekick? Man, TR, what you got me watching now? Oh man, you know this. Man, I didn't even think it was gonna go down like that, but damn it, TR. But yeah, though. But what was I also getting ready to say? Oh, come on. Oh, it'll come back to me. But no, but last night though, hell, I went mad. How many of y'all like Dairy Queen's Blizzards? Because I had a couple of large ones. Oh, okay, okay. But I was gonna say that if anybody like those Dairy Queen Blizzards though, oh man, they had the that buy one get one free, and I got two large ones. Oh, because I had been craving ice cream for quite some time, and it was just time for me to go ahead and get one. Well, get a couple. And I know that, again, if I went live, and all of a sudden was just munching in people's ears, of course I would have gotten a few complaints about, hey, you smacking in our ears. And some people may be in their feels because they may want some. But you know what though? But to be honest, TR and everybody that's still here, I really wanted to do a mukbang, one of those mukbang videos. But y'all don't want to see me eat. Y'all don't want to see me eat. And plus, I don't have the best camera quality. I think it would be funny if you do it. Y'all again, y'all do not want to see me eat. Y'all don't want to see me eat. Because I bought what was it? Three, yeah, three giant sandwiches from Jersey Mike's. And I ain't gonna lie, they were good. But to see me eat, on camera, now I don't have an issue doing it, but y'all don't want to see me eat. We should all do a music video. I want to sing the time songs Ice Cream Castle. Oh. Hey, you know what, TR, who should be in the is it still the same people? Or did you want to go ahead and add some new additions? Not new additions, but but some new people. Cause we done did Monkey Love or that bum Monkey Love. What else did we do? All right, cool, cool. Miller, I've been watching you. I think I wanna know you. I, I'm not dangerous. I wanna go down on you, on you. Oh, oh. Man, that will be all. All. You know what? Because I think I may have. I was listening to that song not too long ago, and I was just trying to. I was just thinking real hard, trying to put my spin on it. And I had to pause the song because I was laughing so hard. And I tell you, and when Cliff did that video where he was in his when he was at home and he had Boys to Men playing in the background. The Please Don't Go song, and he sung that last part of the chorus. I'm like, nah, no, you didn't, man. No, you didn't. When you call my name, oh, okay, monkey. He come rushing in a heartbeat. oh, oh, yeah. Hey, people, we just having fun. That's what we do. That's what I do in my downtime. So not that I'm getting making this stuff personal, but I'm just having fun. Hey, is it me or it just seems as though, or is it time going by fast or slow for y'all? All right, cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something because I could actually picture this happening. AATR. Can you picture? Can you picture if we took Mr. Telephone Man instrumental and actually kind of murdered it? And you know, it's simply because I was just, early I was looking at the chat and I saw, I could have swore I had you modded a long time ago. but instead of singing it, we would just talk it in her voice. And you know whose voice I'm talking about? Nah, actually, the couple, well, the so-called people in Georgia, have her do majority of the talking, but this time, instead of talking to him, she wants to get away from him. Mr. Telephone Man, Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. Every time Mike call me, I just want to get him clicked every time. He keep calling me. Yeah. Why he keep calling me? Oh yeah, that's right. Fast, yeah. Fast Lane is Fast Lane is Is it on right now? And you know what, Simply Deep, and I'm also glad you brought that up too, because I just found out that who is it, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, their contracts are expiring in September and they're not re-signing. And part of me can understand why. Because it's like they were brought in again, they were brought in to be that addition for either AJ and Finn Balor, the club or Bullet Club, but they call it the club, and they didn't do nothing with them. It's like they just became a certain tag team jobber version of the Outsiders. And I hate to put it in those terms, but that's just what they just became. And I like Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I seriously thought, when they came in, that it was going to be the Good Brothers, along with AJ and Finn Balor, and who else? Adam Cole. I'm like, they couldn't wait to debut Adam Cole on the main roster because he was a member of the Bullet Club at one point. And don't get me wrong. Now, again, I like his role as as the leader of Undisputed Era. They just seem so. That just seems like a powerful, like a powerful stable, and they're very dark and very edgy. And that's how that's how I believe you should do it. Yeah, they became an after. Yep, they did become an afterthought. But you know what though? That's really going to give AEW a chance to somewhat show how they do things and how they're able to take certain stars who really wasn't, again, utilized in the way they should have been, and they made them like it's like taking nothing but actually turning them into something. And again, and like I said, they already released Ty Dillinger, uh, Hideo Itami, and also T.J. Perkins. Another person lost is another one gained. Oh yeah. And again, and not to mention, there was also plenty of stars that was in that position before. Ended up as being another person's loss, but became another one's gain. It's like they do good, and it's like they do not so good in one company because they weren't utilized properly, but then go to somewhere else and they're mega millions. And I'm like, what is it that that particular company up there sees that every doesn't see, but they go somewhere else, they see something. Now I can, well, you know what? Never mind. Then my thing is like, well, if that was the point, well, then why did you even sign them to begin with? Again, if you didn't think that I was gonna be a top talent on that certain roster and you signed me anyway and you don't want to utilize me, then why even bring me there? I mean, you could have told me like you told other people earlier that, well, we just don't think you're good at what you do, but you're not ready for the WWE or you're not ready. And I'm like, okay. And then I see how they're being treated It's like I'm happy that you did tell me that because I wouldn't necessarily really been happy if I was to be there or not. Silly question. Silly question. Do you think that size matters when it comes to anything like food, cars, money, money, wrestling rosters, and other things? Yeah. Well, I was. You know what? On one end, but on one answer, I would say yes. And then there's part of me. The only reason why I say yes, not because I don't see it that way, but it depends because people's viewpoints on things is just very small and narrow minded, and they can't seem to expand any further from always. Now again, now food. Hey, let me say this: everybody needs to eat, but but then again, are there times where you're not gonna always want a super size? Yeah, and you may not want to eat a whole lot, but you still need to eat. Sure. Now regarding cars, money, and rosters, etc. Well, with the rosters, it all depends what you do. Because to me, if you just have a big roster and you're not utilizing them the way they should, all of it would just be what's the word I'm looking for? Overkill. I hope almost half the roster moves to AEW. And you know what? I wouldn't necessarily say that, that's probably where they're going to be headed next. I mean, Chris Jericho already said, hey, look, I've been with this company for so long. I've already accomplished what I needed to accomplish. I want to do my thing somewhere else, maybe get this company because I've been with the organization for since 1999 and I have really nothing left to prove. I would have never signed with this company if I didn't, if no TV deal was going to be in the mix. Oh yeah, not just her, but think about all the other people in NXT that do well in NXT, but then they get to the main roster and it's just like they just stop at a roadblock. And like again, when I talked about the Aleister Black, Ricochet, and Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, and how it was somehow Vince McMahon's mission to somewhat, throw them in the deep end and hopefully they could swim their way out. So he can have so he can necessarily have an expense left on Triple H's behalf to say, "Oh, I told you." And I'm like, ain't that a way of sabotaging your own company? Oh yeah, they'll practically dumb down everybody except if you don't look like Roman Reigns, if you don't look like, let's say, Brock Lesnar, if you don't look like what Vince wants you to look like, because again, freaky bed, he has freaky, nasty bedroom dreams about, oh, I'm just gonna get you over, pal. Hopefully, that voice. Yeah, I think Vince lost passion with the business and just doesn't care. And you know what? Maybe so. Maybe so. And plus, the guy uh, he's almost out the door anyway, and his ideas of people having or just having people just, be certain yes men, they realize that, their time has come. Arn Anderson realized that, and now he's gone. Hey, Hippy Dippy 89, what's going on? It's time for Vince McMahon to step. Oh, absolutely. And I said, and what I've said personally, that certain companies are just better off ran by people who are very professional and who don't hold personal or petty grudges. Even if they worked hard and succeeded to, necessarily to overcome the next obstacle to get ahead, doing it the right way. Oh, that's good. Hey, y'all go show Hippy Dippy some love. And now the words that CM Punk said back then, and they tried to silence him each and every way they could. Now it's starting to come into fruition that everything CM Punk said about them is 100% true about how petty they are and how they don't care. They don't want you to succeed. All they just want from the moment that you do anything wrong, they'll be so quick to use that against you and will possibly sabotage your career in the business. And then all of a sudden, he's going to use the excuse, oh, well, he just wasn't over. When no, they made you mad out of your pettiness because, you didn't allow them to be free with how they know the business, but because they work for you and you're just only doing this just because it makes you feel better. Because, and let's be real, the guy's insecure. And I'm talking about Vincent Kennedy McMahon here. He's very insecure. And other people have said that before. No hobbies. I don't even think he likes to do anything in his spare time other than just work. Wrestling industry is changing and there are new and fresher talents coming up. Oh, yeah. You're always going to have newer and fresher talents coming up. And so the idea of WWE being the end all be all, it's just not working anymore. Now, what I say to AEW, that please, please don't hire anybody that claims to know exactly what they're doing. In reality, they become, what Vince Russo did back in the 90s, the early 2000s, just like what he did to WCW, just like what he did to TNA, thanks to Dixie Carter allowing that to happen. It's just, that's how stuff, that's what things like this ruins the business. Use people who haven't paid their dues, all because they had a pretty face. Vince McMahon working and jacking off to these women. Yeah, right. And again, and if this company that has money, and I'm talking about money out the, hey, look, I money wisely and don't necessarily just toss it away like it's just pocket change or just candy off the streets that you're just giving a stray person. Yeah, and look at what they're doing to Kofi Kingston, and it looks they're pushing Mandy Rose. And you know what? And here's the thing about that. And my thing is that now, and again, and I like Kofi Kingston, I do, but you can't. But no one can necessarily take away his accomplishments and what he's accomplished lately, as though he didn't do it, as though he didn't do it because he did, because it's like okay, he's good enough to do this here, but it's not necessarily good enough to do this over here. Like even with the fast lane, I'm like the best you could do is give him Kevin Owens. And my thing is, Kevin Owens was out on the disabled list. But hey, could it be necessarily a heel turn for Kofi Kingston? Could be. And again, there are a lot of people that, again, that didn't necessarily, just have it, but they got over because either they believed in themselves or the fans did, and they took it and ran with it. Now, Mandy Rose, my thing is, well, never mind. Perhaps I shouldn't be asking questions like, why is she going, why is she, being put over on Oscar? Can somebody explain to me why that is? Because I don't know. I mean, every time you see her, yeah, she's either, going over on Naomi. And I'm thinking that, hell, seeing Naomi, you would think, oh, wow, what did she do to get on somebody's bad side in that company to have her being, booked to lose every single, every single night? Because this company is all about looks and not talent. Yeah, man, man, very much. Hell, it really should be, model wrestling or world modeling entertainment, not world wrestling entertainment, meaning your looks goes over everything. But guess what though? And no disrespect to this person because he's from the exact same somewhat a hometown hero where I live. They would rather put him over. He's a goat. And hell, this dude looks like a goat. Daniel Bryan. Oh, never mind, because he has connections to John Cena, of course. And I like Daniel Bryan, I do. But if you're gonna take this over here and apply it to this, well, then you should give that same. Then everybody should be getting that very exact same kind of treatment. like, well, it's about charisma. It's about this. And it's like, well, does Daniel Bryan have any charisma? I mean, yeah, he can wrestle. Does he have some type of personality that just makes it just stand out over everyone else? But yet, he can win the title and look like a GOAT, but Kofi Kingston can't. Or if he's booked to necessarily face Daniel Bryan, then Kofi Kingston is not going over. Yeah. Get the see the trending pattern that takes place. But like again, even my mom would tell me all the time that they got to crash and burn. And I hope that burning turns into a raging inferno. Ooh, oh wow. Sorry about that, y'all. I just had to hit the refresh real quick. But yeah, these people got to learn the era of their ways, and they keep pushing Ronda Rousey. Oh yeah, and what they're doing here is that they definitely are trying to put more heat on Ronda Rousey because it's already telling that they're gonna have her drop the title to Becky Lynch, no question. But she did, again use the F word that had people, looking at her and coming at her. Well, it's like, okay, well, you did sign the contract, but yet when we look at your last couple of fights, here you are folding up like you didn't have a care in the world. And I'm not putting down your skill. I won't do that, but we're just going by your performance. And again, some people may like it, some people may not. But hell, maybe she wants to, again, leave for a while and go start a family. Hey, I get that. Then again, it's like, well, who you're gonna have? Well, of course, Becky or Charlotte. But then again, I've always said that Charlotte Flair had no business being involved in the match that she never really wanted to begin with. But they did it because, oh well, either she's in Stephanie's ear or Vince's ear, somebody's ear, but yet they just always find a way to have her thrown into the mix. But yeah, but oh wow. Hey, I'm gonna go on ahead and be on here for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna go downstairs and eat. Cause oh, am I hungry? Yeah, yeah. Now and again, and I don't even think it ever will be anytime soon. And the only people that's paying for it really is the fans. Now, of course, you're gonna have some fans that again, going back to gullible, being very gullible and necessarily can't think for themselves, and they think that they're the end all be all, and they just take everything that somebody else says and they run with it, and they use that as a tool to attack others. And I don't believe that. Oh yeah. Though. Hey, but you know what though? I'm gonna go on ahead and end this real quick. And I do appreciate again people that came came hung out with me, whether you watched or whether you watched or stayed in the stream. If you had to again you dropped by and left, hey, it's all good. Again, if you do like do like what you see, or if you like what this person brings, that you already know what to do. Show that person love, bring the food. Like I said, get your mashed potatoes, barbecue grills. Again, I do appreciate it. And you know what though? And me personally, I've never really been one to really not necessarily care about too many numbers, and I don't. And I'm not saying that to be. Oh, you already know I stay out of trouble. Simply, but yeah, though. Again, and I don't necessarily make anybody do things that they don't want to do, and I don't come on here putting on this facade on the internet, nor do I do it in my own personal life. I want you to think for yourself, and want you to be your own thinker or your own person, even if you think what somebody's doing, right, good, bad, or indifferent, especially if it's definitely bad or indifferent, you do got to talk about it. Now, you may not have to like what this person does, or don't have to like them person necessarily like them. At the end of the day, you can only do what you do. Oh yeah, I agree, Mel TR. That's the point I was going to get across. Because in order to lead, you do have to have somebody that's willing to follow. And you got people that, again, that's want to be these so-called pseudo leaders, but yet they got followers, and yet they lead their followers down the straight. Because nobody knows where they're going. No, thank you, Perry Tyler. Especially the kind of trouble that you would get caught in an awkward situation. You still be talking about that awkward situation, man. But hey, but yeah, though. But it's true though. And even with this stuff that again that I talked about, with the Oprah and the Michael Jackson situation, you want to still throw dirt on the man's name, and he's no longer here. Nah, nah, man. I appreciate a good laugh. Again, we all know where it's stemming from. That I'm not the one to necessarily not talk about it. And all right, then simply, you do the same. But oh yeah, karma will definitely bite her, especially in the big ass. And I'll say, you could take a whole thing of fried butter with you. It comes to collect. It comes to collect. Instead, you know what? And I'm gonna leave this for my ender. So, oh, I can't wait to, again, go downstairs and eat. Matter of fact, I'm about to go ahead and do that now. But I appreciate, again, everybody, stopping by. Again, y'all will see some gameplay, new gameplay soon. Also, I'll be in the process of moving, so again, so to everyone, peace. And also, if you don't like, again, if you don't like what will soon be coming to you, instead of fading to black, you will soon fade to whack. Later, y'all. Peace.